The Eagles offense has completely lost their identity just 1 year after winning the Super Bowl. So how did that happen? The star-powered Eagles have not looked like themselves on offense all season long. The tailspin has only been worse since their bye week, where 3-and-outs have become more common than scoring drives. The passing game has been uneven, and the run game can't buy an explosive run right now, despite having the reigning offensive player of the year in running back Saquon Barkley. Nothing is working for them anymore. So let's dive into why an offense with so many star players can't seem to move the ball. Saquon Barkley is producing at half the clip that he was last year. The Eagles have struggled to generate rushing lanes to spring Barkley free due to some injuries to key players on the offensive line, and the addition of new offensive coordinator Kevin Patullo hasn't helped either. It's 2nd and 8 here for the Eagles offense. They're just inside the Cowboys red zone. This is against the Cowboys' revamped defense, so their front is actually kind of good, but we know the Eagles offensive line, they should be able to move people. On this play, we're going to get this slot receiver here motioning across the line of scrimmage at the snap. This is about the only motion the Eagles use. They'll kind of run a guy into the flat, and that'll be about it. Now, what we're going to get for the run concept on this play is we're just going to get a couple of double teams. Our left guard here, Landon Dickerson. We're going to get our center, Cam Jurgens, moving on this double team against our defensive tackle, Osa Odigizua. Now, on the backside of this run, we're going to get the right guard, Tyler Steen, and the right tackle, Fred Johnson. They're going to be trying to get this double team on defensive tackle, Solomon Thomas. Now, what we're going to struggle to see here is that Landon Dickerson is not going to get as much push as he probably would if he was a little bit healthier. Doesn't really move Odigizua out of the way, and he's going to be able to get into a rushing lane. And then on the other side, Tyler Steen is going to give a nice pop to Solomon Thomas over here. But the problem is Fred Johnson is going to struggle to get across the face of this defensive tackle and really push him out of the way. He's going to end up in the face of Saquon Barkley. So we're going to roll the clip here. We're going to see that both double teams really lose and nobody generates anything. Saquon Barkley has to spin into traffic, only a 2-yard gain. Now for the passing game woes. Play caller Kevin Patullo has taken a lot of heat this year for how stale the offense has been, and rightfully so. There's less motion in the offense, it's stagnant, it's boring, and AJ Brown has been in the slot less than just about any other receiver in the NFL. You can really feel this lack of dynamism and new ideas in the passing offense. So let's take this 3rd and 10 against the Detroit Lions. Now this is a team that loves to play a lot of man coverage, and what you typically want to do against man coverage is either get some stack formations, some bunch formations, put all our receivers together, make them sort that out post-snap, or maybe we get somebody running across the formation in some motion pre-snap, really create a foot race. The Eagles don't really do any of that here. Now, Devonta Smith here is going to be to the top of the screen, and he's just going to run kind of this curl route near the sticks, about 10 yards down the field. We're going to get AJ Brown down here. He's going to be on the outside. He's just going to run straight down the field. He's going to have a little bit of area to play with outside the numbers on this go ball, but he's pretty much just running straight, running fast. Now what we're going to get from a couple of our other pass catchers is Dallas Goedert is going to kind of run this over the ball route just at the sticks. And then from the other side, our slot receiver, Jahan Dotson, pretty much going to do the same thing, just a little bit shorter, which again, you're going to see the issues in some of these passing game clips. The spacing in the offense isn't great. And they're really just, again, they're trusting, oh, AJ Brown can just outrun this guy. Oh, Devonta Smith can win on this curl route every single time. Oh, maybe Dallas Goedert will bully this guy. And none of that really happens. So once Hurts finally goes to throw the ball, he's going to try to get this one to Devonta Smith. But it's just a really good defensive play by the DB here, and the Eagles are again going to be pushed off of the field, have to punt. There's nothing wrong with simpler, no-frills passing concepts, but plays like this make up the majority of the Eagles' passing offense right now, especially outside of some of the screens, RPOs, and deep play action shots that they'll take. They're just not doing enough to scheme people open. Not all of the passing game issues are new, though. Jalen Hurts has long been a somewhat limited passer, especially from the pocket and especially throwing over the middle of the field. That didn't matter last year when Saquon Barkley was ripping off 60-yard touchdown runs to bail them out late in games, or AJ Brown was just dunking on anybody down the field whenever he wanted to. The limitations that Hurts puts on the offense, you can really feel them a little bit more now that everything around him is crumbling. So the Eagles have a 2nd and 9 here, just outside of the 2-minute warning. This is a clear passing situation. We have to throw the ball. The defense knows it. Everybody knows pass is coming here. So what we're going to have is Devonta Smith is going to be running a post route here. He's going to be running straight down the field, try to get there. And if you can believe it, AJ Brown is actually here in the slot, and he's going to run this little dig route under him. So Hurts wants to throw the post route on this play. That's going to be his first read. He's going to be checking it. And if he doesn't get that, then he can move on down to the dig route that AJ Brown is running over the middle. And if he doesn't get that, we're actually going to have tight end Dallas Goedert here running a little bit of a shallow cross just underneath. So that's kind of his 1-2-3. Post, dig, maybe throw this shallow. So we're going to roll the play here a little bit. And what we're going to see is that Jalen Hurts is going to check this post. You can see him. His eyes are down the field here. He's got a vision cone. He's looking at, okay, what's this deep safety doing? He sees This DB is pretty well over the top of it, and I think that he sees this free safety here flying over the top. He knows, this post is probably not going to be there. So what Jalen Hurts should be able to do now is go, okay, if we're taking away this post route and we see AJ Brown coming here, he's about to make his cut on this dig route. Let's try to put the ball on him somewhere in between the hash marks. Get it to him right out of the break. Make sure the DB can't make a play on this ball. And he's going to actually end up kind of throwing this ball near where Jahan Dotson is running his curl route. So again, we see some of the spacing issues in this offense. We see the quarterback being late over the middle of the field. And then AJ Brown is going to make a kind of iffy effort running to the ball. So you're going to have this combination of the Eagles just not being able to get on the same page, not having a good passing concept to get everybody open, and the execution fails them as well. The Eagles offense doesn't have the juice it had last year. I know they had some missteps in the passing game, but they were able to lean on the best rushing attack in football back then. They just can't do that right now. Maybe when the offensive line gets healthier, some of this stuff gets fixed. Lane Johnson is the most important offensive lineman in football, and you can feel his absence when he's not out there. And maybe there's a chance that AJ Brown gets some more snaps from the slot, or maybe we see more motion in this offense. Maybe we see some more movement. But until we actually see some of those changes and see some of those players back in the lineup, it's hard to feel like this version of the Philadelphia Eagles offense has what it takes to make a run at defending their title. Thank you for watching. If you haven't yet, go and check out this video on how the Rams have been one of the most suffocating pass defenses in the league this year. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and throw us a comment with what you think we should cover next week.